Hey, we'd like to take a minute to thank our sponsor, Isotope, makers of software and plugins for audio repair, mixing, and mastering. We use Isotope products here at the High Gain. It's an important part of how we've been able to bottle pure podcast gold week after week. And guess what? Isotope offers 1 free month of Music Production Suite Pro, which has all the tools you need to mix, master, and repair audio. Also, you can get 10% off all other software using the promo code FRET10. That's FRET10. All of this is at isotope.com, IZOTOPE.com.
Hey, this is Ed Peterson.
And this is John Kiltica.
And this is the High Gain Podcast, John.
Oh, it's so high, gainy.
Yeah, it really, really is. What do we talk about here, John?
We talk about guitars and Easter eggs.
Sure, it's Easter today, John.
Yes.
Where are we recording from, John?
Beautiful, West Seattle, Washington, Ed.
It is really nice out.
And sunny.
I was, laying in the hammock in the backyard earlier. What do you think about that?
Oh, was that nice?
Amazing, John.
Getting some sun soaking into those old man bones.
Exactly.
Did you dye your Easter eggs, Ed?
We had a little inside and outside Easter egg hunt for our tiny little baby children. There were eggs hidden inside and some in the backyard. There were some beers hidden for Carter because he's 22. That's like hiding Easter eggs.
Yes.
I love it. He is risen, you know. That's what I like about Easter.
Who's that?
The Jesus.
Oh, the Jesus.
He is risen.
Like bread.
Right.
So yeasty.
Yeah. What about you? What do you got going on?
Oh, today is not only Easter.
Mm-hmm.
It is my lovely wife Monica's birthday.
Happy birthday, Monica.
And I think it may be the first time in her entire life that her birthday has fallen on Easter.
Huh. Seems weird, but okay.
I don't know anything about it.
I started working from home because of the COVID-19 in the first week of March.
Man.
So I am now on like 6 weeks of lockdown.
Isn't that something?
Early on, we were still going out and we weren't as locked down as we are now. But yeah, I've been pretty much at home for 6 weeks.
Me too.
Crazy.
Viewers might notice that Ed and I are diving into our pedals more, and I made a video of me singing a song, and I don't know if that's a result of just being locked in one's own house, or, I don't know, make the most of it, I guess. Be creative.
Yeah, I mean, I see that thing on the internet where people are like, oh, you need to come out of this with like a skill that you hadn't had time for. And I don't know. It feels like I actually have less time now than I had when I was commuting to work.
Right.
You know, because I felt like I was kind of on a schedule. And with working from home, I think it's real easy to fall into like you're just at work all the time now.
Right.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, that's not good.
The man loves it. The man didn't think working from home was going to work. And then he found out that working from home means people work more.
But you're stoked about it.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? Stoked.
Believe it or not, I'm walking on air. I never thought I could feel so free. Flying away on a winter prayer. Who could it be? Believe it or not, it's just me.
Beverages.
That was rocky, huh?
No, that was great, John. That was fantastic.
Do you recognize it?
That's some Greatest American Hero theme song,
Yeah.
right? With that guy with the curly hair,
Yeah. Curly hair dude.
right? That guy.
That song charted.
Sure. Do you have a beverage, John?
I do have a beverage.
What do you have?
I've got some Orca beverage.
Oh,
Yeah.
our friends from Mukilteo?
Yeah, we hope they're all doing well.
Yeah.
I've got a cock and bull. Yeah,
Do you?
I do. Ginger beer.
Oh, that's great. That's an Orca?
It is. Since 1946, the extra ginger soft drink.
That's fantastic.
Bottled by Orca Beverage.
That's great. I've got a brownie caramel cream root beer.
Yeah.
You know?
You like that caramel cream butterscotchy.
That's my jam right there. Pure cane sugar.
Oh, of course. There's no big corn in this.
No, absolutely not. Vicky went up to Safeway, QFC, I don't know, somewhere, and stumbled upon a cache of Orca beverage bottles.
Ooh.
And she picked those up and dropped one off on your porch.
Easter Sunday, what's kind of hidden, tucked away down by the steps, by the painted rocks we have?
Right.
An Orca beverage. It's an Orca Easter.
That's how you know Jesus is risen, by the Orca beverages hidden in the rocks. You know what I'm saying?
I know exactly what you're saying. Because now Orca's never going to send us anything because we just sort of...
Blasphemed.
Is it really blasphemy to assume that were Jesus to rise today, that he wouldn't maybe be thirsty? Maybe he would like a delicious, refreshing Orca beverage? Is that so bad?
No, that's great. That's fantastic. So these things are delicious.
They're very delicious.
Are you feeling okay, John?
Oh, yeah, I'm feeling great. Are you feeling okay?
Yeah. Everything's good. We're doing good because we're social distancing, putting on masks.
I understand that we are doing pretty well as a state for having adhered to this regimen.
Some of these states that have not adhered and just thought like, oh, we're going to have our spring breaks and everyone's going to go to church and all that shit.
We're looking at you, Mississippi.
It's all bad news out of that place.
Viewers to the show will know that Ed and I have gone back and forth for the last 2 years, throwing out the Mississippi zingers, and then we kind of get repentant and feel bad that we did that.
We step back and like, hey, Mississippi's not so bad.
Yeah. We make some sort of attempt at seeing the bright side.
Right.
And it seems like every time we do that, something hits the newspapers that's even more appalling out of that state.
I sent John a headline yesterday. Mississippi governor declares Confederate Heritage Month. What the fuck are you guys doing? What is wrong with you, Mississippi? Fucking Mississippi.
I got a guitar here.
What kind of guitar do you have?
I have a Yamaha.
Oh, like a flying samurai?
This comes from a later period.
Oh, okay.
You know the broad strokes of this. Yamaha's been around since the late 1800s.
You've told me that before.
They didn't make guitars of any kind till early 40s, and then had to stop all of that because of the World War II.
That'll slow you down.
But eventually, in the mid-60s, they did get into electric guitars, along with their acoustic guitars.
Yeah.
And then the first guitars of theirs to be sold in the U.S. were around 1969, 1970 or so.
Okay.
And they've gone on over the years to innovate in all kinds of areas. The first commercially available synthesizer comes from Yamaha. Did you know that?
You probably told me, and I just like fucking in one ear, out the other kind of thing.
Yep, that happens. It was the Yamaha DX7.
Sure.
But, you know, in the green field full of flowers that is the long, long storied history of Yamaha, I could find no information about this guitar I'm holding in my hands. None.
It's been purged from the internet.
I think so, except for one page of a 1981 catalog.
Okay.
And all that has are a couple of the specs of this thing and a quote.
Okay.
And that's it. Couldn't find anything anywhere else worldwide interwebs.
So what is this guitar?
This is an SHB400, Ed.
So I just did a quick little reverb search. That's what I like to do, you know?
Yeah.
There's two of them. There's a 1982 and there's a 1985.
Then 82, if I am not mistaken, is the one I'm holding.
Literally.
Yes.
It's this guitar.
Yes.
Okay, so now I see actually what you are playing right now. I see the guitar.
That's right.
It kind of has some The Paul vibes. I kind of dig it.
It's a set neck. That's nice.
Yeah.
Hardtail bridge, also nice. It has two hot humbuckers in them.
Okay.
I thought at first maybe they were DiMarzio's.
Mm-hmm.
They're not. They are made by Yamaha, and that's where the quote comes in. I thought that this was so adorable for back in 1982.
Yeah.
Specially designed Yamaha pickups allow you to overdrive your amplifier for distortion without using costly effects devices. Pedals? Who wants a pedal?
Yeah.
You don't need pedals.
Plug it in and turn it up, baby. Rip it and grip it.
I did notice that this thing is loud. It's a little bit loud, Ed.
Do you have a boost on, a drive on, anything?
That is with nothing on.
Huh. Yeah. Okay.
Our good friends over at Teisco sent us some pedals to play with.
Yep.
One of them is this red thing I have on the floor. It's a boost pedal. Let's see what happens when I boost this. Ready? Yep, that adds a little something to it.
The little graph over here that I see as we're recording, our little wave file.
Did it spike?
Looks like it's coming in a little hot.
So along with these two super hot boys,
Hot bangers.
there's a pickup selector switch. So, neck, bridge, and in the middle. The tone knob happens also to be a push-pull knob.
Oh.
In one position, you get this. The other position, you get this. Can you tell the difference?
I really like the first position a lot more. Is it like a coil tap? What is that?
It is, yeah, single coil humbucker.
Yeah, I like that a lot. What was that?
That was from our good friends over at Old Blood Noise Endeavors.
Oh, I like those guys.
That is their new visitor pedal.
Oh, yeah? Is that like chorus or something? What is that?
Tremolo chorus phaser on one side and tremolo and chorus on the other.
What do you have turned on? Is it set to chorus or what?
Tremolo chorus.
The tremolo's way down.
There it is. Now you can probably hear it more.
Yeah, that's a little more apparent.
That's a lovely pedal. And that boost pedal has a couple of interesting features that most boost pedals might not have.
It's got the EQ kind of thing on it, right?
Yeah, it's got 3 settings there. One is flat, one is treble-y,
Yeah.
and one is just normal.
Right.
So you can crank the gain and the level to however much you want to push into an amp. You could dime both of them and just really wreck your amp.
You might push it a little bit, is what you're saying.
It might push it some.
That's good.
And you could control the carnage with the volume knob on your guitar.
You don't have to dime the boost pedal. You could roll that back a little bit. Maybe you'd be okay.
That's true.
The thing that this virus is doing, I have to judge the guitar purely off
from pictures.
I mean, I guess sort of like the listeners, where normally I'm in the room with you and I pick the guitar up and I play it also.
Right.
I definitely think there's guitars where I look at it and I'm kind of not into the shape or the color. It's just like not my thing. But then I pick it up and it's like, oh my God, I love this thing. Or vice versa. Like I really dig the way it looks, but then I just don't vibe with the way it plays. I don't get that now.
I wish we had our social distance rig.
Oh.
And we could go sit outside on a nice day, like 20 feet apart.
Sure.
Out in the open air.
Yeah, like in a park.
And be socially distant.
I guess.
Maybe.
So I don't get to really see it, but like from the picture, it looks cool. It's got that early 80s vibe where a lot of things were that natural finish.
People dug the natural finish.
Yeah, late 70s, early 80s was like all about Mocha Strats and the Pauls and this thing,
And they can still be had for a reasonable cost.
Crazy reasonable, yeah.
They only made this one from 81 to 85.
Okay.
And I found nothing about it.
Like no pricing when it first came out?
No pricing when it came out. No who would have played it.
Yeah.
No advertising of it.
What was going on with Yamaha in the early mid 80s? Like what was their deal?
By the 80s, maybe they were kind of ramping up to go into butt rock territory, and maybe this wasn't quite that.
Yeah.
I can't tell if this was supposed to be some kind of bargain basement deal or not.
The Paul and a lot of that stuff looks like it,
There just is not a whole lot to this.
Okay. Did anyone play it? Did you find anything on that?
Nope.
Did the police play it?
Probably.
Oh, great. Andy Summers?
Almost certainly.
Sure.
What were you using back in the day? Oh, the Yamaha SHB400.
Right.
Yeah.
Sure.
With the coil tapped humbuckers.
Yeah, with the push-pull.
He was nutty that way. Oh, he's all over it. Hey,
Yeah.
how's that Orca beverage?
Oh, it's delicious.
That's what I wanted to hear, Ed.
Yeah. You know what I like about this episode, John?
Yeah, what's that?
We don't know anything about this guitar.
We don't.
I think that's pretty good.
It is a mystery.
I think we've established that Andy Summers played a Telecaster, a heavily modded Telecaster, and an SBH400, right?
Yeah. Sounds pretty Billy Squier, doesn't it?
Oh my God.
So I'm sure Billy Squier played one of these.
Yes.
Of course, if Billy Squier, for some reason, did not play Yamaha SHB400, viewers,
Yeah,
let us know.
he should have.
Let us know if you find information to the contrary, but, I could not disprove it.
Yeah, I see. Is that how we're doing the show from here on out? Instead of proving the positive, we just leave it up to the viewer to prove the negative?
Don't we have a commander-in-chief that works that way?
Well, sure.
It's a tacit endorsement of the approach, I think.
If it works for him, sure.
I'm not saying Billy Squier played this thing. I'm just saying he could have.
I think we are saying that he did it, and it's up to you to prove me wrong. And at the point you do that, I'll have moved on. Gotcha, journalism.
Let's try an experiment.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn the volume all the way down.
Uh-huh.
Then I'm going to dime this boost pedal.
Okay. You're going to put it on 24 volt?
Well, 24 volt gives you more headroom.
Sure.
So I don't know if that slams it harder, or I'll try it.
Oh my God.
That's a little loud.
Was that all the way?
Yeah, that was all the way up on the guitar.
That's pretty good.
So this Teisco boost pedal,
Yeah.
that will boost your shit.
Mission accomplished.
As long as we're there doing that,
Yeah.
why don't I just dime the 1981 pedal too?
Oh.
You ready?
I think so.
Yep, that's a little loud.
I pulled my headphones off because,
Now we're back into normal land.
Sure. So you said they made this thing until 85, right?
Yes.
Has Yamaha continued to make electrics from 60s through today?
Yes. Never stopped. To this day, they are the world's largest instrument manufacturer.
Yeah.
We have correspondence.
Oh.
This comes from Flickr Pixel.
Oh, yeah.
Here's a question, Ed. You can take a stab at this.
Okay.
How much of your time does the high gain stuff take? I assume it varies, but overall.
I think that question varies massively between you and I, because for me, it's just recording the show, which is, we talk for an hour, right?
Yeah.
And then John takes all the files and does all the editing. We both go on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram and, post periodically and Patreon and everything.
And Pinterest.
LinkedIn, right.
That's right, Pinterest and LinkedIn.
Yes. Vicky was very excited when she realized the Pinterest thing wasn't a joke and there actually is the high gain Pinterest. She was very excited about that.
Of course.
Okay, boomer. Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, for me, it's a couple hours a week, not much. But I know the editing takes a lot longer.
And I think that the time it takes is a function of how we just ended up approaching the podcast philosophically. On one end of the spectrum, you have the people that press record and then stop when they're done, and that's it. No editing. Maybe we're closer to the other end where it's, we're editing for time, we're editing for kind of flow, editing for funny. So maybe I'm in there with more of a fine-tooth comb than some. And the more you do that, the longer it takes.
Yeah.
To give you an idea, Flickr Pixels, if we record for, I don't know, maybe the longest we've ever recorded for is like an hour and a half.
Yeah.
It will get edited down to anywhere between 20 and 30 minutes. And we still need to figure out a way to make it flow and be engaging and not waste anybody's time. Great question, Pixeler. Flickr Pixel, Ed, is also a photographer.
Oh, maybe that explains the name.
He does great street photo stuff.
That's our jam.
Ed and I are both street photogs as well as this.
Sure. Yeah, where's he from? Do we know?
I think he might be a Seattle guy.
Sure.
I cannot say for sure.
All right.
And that's the mailbag. Mailbag.
Absolutely nailed it.
I think that was great, Ed. This was a great Easter edition.
Yeah.
Relaxed like Easter should be.
I'm relaxed. I'm super relaxed.
Ed.
Yeah.
Where else can people learn about us?
Twitter.
Twitter's a good one. Facebook.
Facebook is a great one. It's like right up there with Pinterest.
It is.
Engaging content.
Although neither of those can hold a candle to LinkedIn.
LinkedIn and Instagram.
Yeah, I mean, if you got to go to Instagram, do your thing, but it's no Pinterest.
Instagram is probably where we have the most kind of engagement, weirdly.
Yeah.
Patreon.com/thehighgain.
Yes, please come sign up. Look at stuff.
Yeah, check it out.
Find us on YouTube. We've got YouTubes.
Anywhere you can find internet content, we're doing it. We're blowing it up. Thehighgain.com.
Our very own webpage.
thehighgainpod@gmail.com if you want to send us one of those cues.
We've got some A's, or if you just want to berate us generally, you can take it.
Well, I'm not sure if that's true exactly. I mean, we're forced to take it sometimes. We don't love it, but...
Ed, I'm glad you came.
Oh, it was fantastic.
Should we do it again?
Yeah, let's do it next week, John.
Okay, let's do it next week. All right, cool.
Okay, bye.